energy. Yahoo! All right, your monthly reading for Capricorn. Hello, I am Claudia St. John's, and tonight we're going to be doing Capricorn. All right. Is anybody getting their notifications? Oh, I guess it. Okay, here we go. Guess we are playing it. We are playing, baby. There we go. All right, good evening. So tonight's reading is Capricorn. This is the monthly energy. We're doing Capricorn. All right, so we're going to look at singles, couples, money, career, all 12 signs, how they feel about you, and your 3-month prediction. Not necessarily in that order, kind of, a little alteration here and there. All right, hello, I'm Claudia St. John's. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing great. All right, so get your coffee, get your tea, and pull up a chair, and let's get into it. All right. Hi to you too in the chat rooms. Love you too. All right. Who is that? Tony? Tony Tone? Hey, what's up, Tony? All right. And then we have here, who we got? Oh, we got many people showing up. All right. Hello. Yes. Hi. Love you too. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get into the reading. All right, Capricorn. I am just like nurturing on my coffee. All right, I'm ready. All right, let's get into this reading. Okay, then. All right, then. All right. Hi, Dark Lair. The Dark Witch's Lair is here tonight with us, blessing her with her true essence. I'm honored, truly honored. Welcome in, everybody. Okay. All right, so Capricorn, let's start out with your monthly theme card. Let's see what the overall energy is gonna be like for you. Okay. All right, one card, Tarot. You can give me two, I guess, because Capricorn's complicated like that. Okay, I got one card out for your theme. Ooh, what a nice theme card this is. Oh, yes. And the shadow energy, if you're activating your shadow energy, you're going to be in this energy, the 5 wands. So we'll talk about your main theme first, and we'll talk about shadow energy in a second. All right, so the main theme card for Capricorn this month, from now to the February, early week of February, it tells us that you're in the 9 of Cups energy, feeling content, feeling happy, blissful, good times. And there might be even a reason in the next 30 days for you to celebrate. Okay, maybe something happens where you're like, yay, I'm celebrating, drinks around the house, or whatever you guys do, passing the bowl around these days. I don't know, but you get the gist. Good energy, happy times, and the 9 of Cups, most importantly, let's not forget about this, but it does talk about having a wish coming true. Lucky, lucky you, Capricorn. Okay, I love it, love it. Who is this? Hi, I'm Bean. How you doing? I'm Bean and Cheese. All right, so if you're in your shadow energy, that would look like the 5 of Wands. And that is being combative. That is like arguing, feeling conflicted, always feeling in some kind of discord energy, okay? But if you're in your true alignment, you're happy, content, satisfied, and having a wish coming true and a reason to celebrate. Okay. Lovely. Okay. All right, Capricorn, let's get into your singles and your couples reading, okay? We'll do love first, then we'll go into your money. Then I'll give you your 3-month prediction for February, March, April regarding your love and money, so you can see how that's going to go for you. And then we're going to do all 12 signs and then call it a night. How does that sound? All right? All right. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm a Capricorn rising. So, yes, the Capricorn in me keeps me grounded for sure. I come across like a Capricorn, even though I'm a Sagittarius. All right, that's how it goes, though. I don't know. You know, bean and cheese, awesome, but keep your personal stuff to yourself. All right, sweetie. All right, let's count as one. This isn't baseball. You don't need three. All right. I got you on my radar now. Okay. All right. I don't like toilet humor. It's like so unnecessary, juvenile. All right, everybody, let's do this. All right, how many singles are here tonight? How many want to admit that they're still single? I. All right. All right, singles and then couples. All right, let's do it. All right, I'm going to pull the cards first, and then we'll talk. All right. Okay. Voila. Voila. All right. Let's do singles first. Okay, hold on. Let me look at the cards. Interesting. Interesting. Look at that. Okay. Now look at this. And okay, so you guys can see this. All right. So let's talk about this energy. Okay. We have the Empress, the Five of Cups, the Chariot, the Nine of Swords. If you look, we have a positive card, negative, positive, negative. What is going on here in Capricorn? All right, let's dissect this. So, whether you're a male or female watching, Capricorn, you're looking very delicious, okay? You're coming across very sexy, put together, good looking, beautiful, charming, okay. But I feel like some of you are still in this Five of Cups energy. You know, still maybe feeling having regrets, feeling a loss from a previous connection. Okay, like maybe you're not completely over it, and let that be okay with you. You don't have to be completely over a past relationship to be single and out dating. All right. So I see that you try. So I feel like this month is going to be like a thing where you're going to have to be mindful that whenever you catch yourself in this Fire Cups energy, feeling regretful, feeling disappointed, feeling a loss, that you lost something, um, but you're trying to pick yourself up with the Chariot, you're trying to get back in control, and you're trying to move forward. All right, I understand, you know, life happens and you just keep moving on. And then we go back to this Nine of Swords energy. Like, woe is me. Am I always going to be single? What am I doing wrong here? You know, it's like that kind of energy. You know, at nighttime, maybe loneliness sets in more, or maybe you have more time to think. You know, some of you are not sleeping right, but I see for some of you, nighttime weighs heavily on you, especially that you're single. Okay? And so this is going to be the energy. So we're having foresight, insight to a situation. So it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just that, you know, this is kind of the theme you're just going through at this time. So the advice is here is whenever you feel low and down, to pick yourself up. And remember, this too shall pass. There's always somebody out there for you, not just one person. This world is huge. The planet Earth is huge, you know. So don't box your thinking in like that. So whenever you feel down, the advice is to pick yourself back up and keep going. And sometimes you're going to feel down. And don't beat yourself up when you are feeling down. That's not going to help you. Just that be okay. Remember, resisting will equal persistence. So as soon as you're okay with it, that's when things start changing for you. Okay? But you're looking delicious, so I don't see, if you would be coming up as the Empress, male or female, it's not the gender, we're looking at the characteristic of the card. if there was anything wrong with you, if you were not, the Empress is telling me you're not just a king or a queen or a knight or a dinky little page. You're showing up as the Empress, Capricorn. That tells me that, yeah, you're desirable. That's not the problem. The thing that's the problem is, your own thinking. Okay? All right, let's go to couples now. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, beautiful. You do have 1010 here. All right. 1010s are angel number 1010 is about that you're on the right path, and that to stay positive. You're on the right path and stay positive. And new beginnings are very important at this time for you. Okay. All right. So we have the High Priestess for the couples now. 4 wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 10 of Coins. Okay. So couples, there may be the situation looks like that things can be quiet. All right, things kind of gone quiet, or somebody that you're dealing with maybe is not really expressing their thoughts or their feelings at this time, and then this can cause somebody to wonder if there's something wrong going on or not. But what the card is saying, the High Priestess is saying, even though things are quiet right now, or a person's not really sharing their thoughts or emotions, doesn't mean that they don't have any. They certainly do. It's just that they're processing things behind the scenes. That's all. And with these cards, I don't see anything going wrong. It says things are turning to where things are stable and grounded. Okay. So if something is staying quiet, if things are quiet, that's actually maybe a good thing right now. That means that things are being processed behind the scenes, and it looks like the connection is stabilizing. And as the wheel keeps turning, okay, this looks like a soulmate connection. This is like divine timing. Um, so it's not about your timing; it's about divine's timing. Okay. And as the wheel turns, it looks like things are just only going to evolve in this connection. Because we go here from having if you just look at the pictures alone, you go from having a structure, a building, right, with the couple staying in front of it. Now you go to this picture, you have like a structure with now dogs, cats, kids, couple, and other people in there. So this picture is evolving. This relationship is evolving. But just remember, you don't rush this. You don't push it. You don't control it. You don't force anything. You just go with the ebb and flow. And quietly, the High Priestess is saying, quiet, you don't have to do anything here, Capricorn, in this connection. You don't have to do anything. You just have to go with the ebb and flow and let divine do its natural thing. Okay? When it's divine's timing, not your timing. And things naturally evolve. Okay, so this picture is we're here, we're a couple, we got one thing, and it's going to evolve as time goes on. All right, it's just natural timing, that's all. This looks like a very beautiful reading. All right, we got here for the couples Pisces. Pisces again with Sagittarius. We got Virgo and Aries, but it could be any sign. All right. Let me just go back to the singles reading real quick. All right. Let me structurize this more importantly. Let me see if I can pull anything else other than what we had here besides checking your thoughts. Okay. So, yeah, singles, it looks like it's just going to be like sometimes you just need to check yourself, to be mindful when you're in a negative, feeling negative about things, that it may appear that way, but it's not really that way. Sometimes we can get into what we call distorted thinking. Okay. Let me just see if there's anything else I can tell you. Hold on. Nope. All right, we pretty much got it. And for the singles, we have Taurus, Libra, and Cancer. And then we have Scorpio and Gemini, but it could be any sign. All right, you guys, let's go into your money reading then. All right, hello, good evening to you. Hello, hello. How was your New Year's? Remember to subscribe and join the tribe. And if you are here, that means the message you are hearing or about to hear is meant for you. Okay? I don't believe in accidents. All right. What? Welcome in, yes. Okay. And then next is, we're doing Capricorn now. Next is going to be Aquarius, then Pisces. So subscribe to get your notifications. And sometimes I do wild card night. And that means I show up any day, any night. And I just randomly pull cards to see what's in the energy. It's very spontaneous. Tarot. It's fun. All right. Yes. All right, ready? All right, money and career. Ooh, look at that. Wow, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. All right, and the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Wow, this is a strong money read. Holy moly. Holy moly. Acapulli. Okay. Well, we have Capricorn, businessman, businesswoman. So the cards want to tell me there could be a business partnership of some kind that's going to be vital for the month of January. Okay. Or for the rest of the month in some way, shape, or form. A business contract and some kind of a business agreement. Okay. But, okay, so let's talk about your finances. Your finances look very secure, very stable at this time. And I do see you achieving in this month, yes, I do see you achieving some of your financial goals. All right. And then the Queen is telling us that you are, nurturing your finances, you're nurturing your career, you're definitely nurturing it. You're doing what you got to on a regular basis. And not just your career and your finances, but you're balancing your home life, you're balancing things, you're balancing a social life plus your career life. So many of you are where you've just been mainly in the King of Pentacles energy, focusing on your money and career. But in this month, you're going to be doing a couple things. You're going to be focusing on your money, career, and your home, and your love life. It's like you're kind of balancing out the energy more between things. It's not all just one focus on money or career, whether you're a male or female. Okay? And this looks very, very healthy in your financial and career sector, getting the king and the queen totally. You've got both ends covered. All right. But we got a little Diablo showing up. We got the little devil, though, peeking its head up. Okay? So this card is telling you to be mindful of, of our little nasty habits, so be mindful of like maybe emotional spending, or doing things that the card says is like to gain control over these negative habits. Is first to become aware of them, okay, with the sun. And then you got to balance out. You got to be in balance and control these things, right? So that's all. Just be mindful of your negative habits regarding your financial things. So, like, if I tend to gamble a lot, and when I gamble and I drink, I tend to lose a lot more money than I normally would. Okay, well, you could stop drinking and gambling, and I don't know, maybe not gamble so much in general. I don't know. I'm just putting some things out there, okay, for example. So it's getting it under control. And once you got clarity on what is draining your pocket and you're aware of it and you change it, I feel like the sun's coming out. And it's also saying, yeah, you got something negative habits, but it's also good to also have fun and be playful. Okay? Being in a playful and frivolous energy also does bring creative ideas. And these creative ideas can be definitely helpful when it comes to your money and career. Whatever, it doesn't matter what you do. Being in a fun, playful energy will always give you some good creative ideas that you can use. All right? And with the sun's energy, getting clarity on what's working for you and what isn't, and using discernment and being playful, having fun, not just always working, work, work, right? It looks like things are on the up and up for you. Okay, career and money wise. Wow. And some of you, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do, but some of you are getting, some of you are becoming more visible. Okay, like maybe that means like if you're on social media, some of you guys are going to be seen more. If you're like at a 9 to 5 job, maybe your manager or your boss sees you for the kind of work you do now. Like you're being seen, okay? You're the sun's shining on you. So no more that. Oh, what's your name again? What do you do? What do you do here at the such and such company? No, you're going to be seen. You're going to be seen and heard. All right. Just be careful that, and there could be some things, negative things come out at work. Okay. So you need to tie up your shady stuff, tie up your loose ends, so nothing comes back to bite you. All right. Yeah, because if you're doing something shady, it's going to be exposed. All right. All right. So we have all Earth here. Um, Strong Capricorn energy all the way around. Look at Capricorn. This is the devil, is your major arcana, and that showed up in your money read. Some of you guys are slave to the grind, workaholics, working too much. That's also devil energy, not just bad habits, but being a workaholic, working too much. That's why I'm emphasizing to have fun, play a little. Okay, all work and no play makes a mean Capricorn. All right. All right, let's go now to the 3 month prediction. All right, cool. Let us do that now. All right. Ooh, ooh, that went flying. All right. The point is not to make this long, but to make it where you guys get enough information. You get a lot of information. All right, so what months do we need here? Let's see. Definitely need April, y'all. Okay, what else do we need here? February and March. Okay, good. So February, March, April. Okay, let's spread that out. You can see that properly? Yes? No? Maybe so? Okay. All right, February, March, April, like that. Okay. All right, now we're going to talk about your love and your money. All right, how it's going to look for the next 3 months. All right. all right. So February for next month. All right. I'm just going to place out the cards and we'll talk about it, okay? Let me just do those really quick. All right. All right. I'm not looking. I'm just picking, right? I have no idea what order these are in. Okay. So February, we have the 6 of Cups. March, the 8 of Cups. And then April, ooh, the 5 of Cups. Okay. All right. Let me just pull the money and then we'll talk. Okay. So then your money cards are what for February, March, April, real quick. Hold on. Okay. February, Queen of Pentacles. March, Page of Pentacles. April, 4 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. This tells me a lot here. All right. Let's see the progression, how this is go. All right. So in February, regarding your love life, all right. So a lot of you in February is going to be a month where you could be like reflecting on your past, okay, past connections. There could be even a past person that is very significant to you in February. Okay. There could be somebody surprising you that shows up. And this doesn't necessarily have to be somebody from your past, but somebody who is very sweet and kind actually surprises you in a very good way in February. Okay. So if there's somebody you're kind of talking to, yeah, they're going to surprise you in February. And again, for some of you, you got somebody in the past, or maybe some of you are just going to be nostalgic about the past, but some of you certainly can have somebody from the past be significant for February. Whether they show up or not, that's a whole other thing. All right. But there is somebody that's going to surprise you that you are aware of, that you are talking to now or very soon. Okay. This could be new or old. Okay. That's going to surprise you. All right, let's go to March now. So in March, you're saying Eight of Cups. So March in love is going to be a point where you need to know, you need to use discernment. So March is going to be for you romantically. It's you need to figure out, what is working here for me and what is not working. Who's good for me, who's not good for me. And you need to know that some things are just, it's time to end, you know if give it till March, the deadline. If things don't get better, it's your exit door. All right. So then you can feel justified. I gave it enough time, and if things are not better, then I'm leaving. Or this can be a strategy that you use. Okay. Like I will give it to March, such and such. And if this doesn't, like maybe you're using a dating app, let's say, if I don't get anybody decent by March, then I'm not doing this specific dating app, or I'm not talking to this person. It's time to walk away from things or people that no longer are serving you, all right, that you're not benefiting from. And all right, and it's time to walk towards your Nine of Cups. It's time to walk towards your wish fulfillment. Okay, but you got to be discerning. You got to be discerning about it. All right, and then April comes. Now, April could be a time like maybe there's a breakup energy, feeling a strong sense of loss, a strong sense of regret. Maybe April will be significant. Maybe a fight will be ensued or a breakup energy. But if that does happen, this is kind of like temporary energy. Okay. I don't think if there's a breakup that happens, I don't think it's permanent unless you know it's permanent. But usually the Five of Cups energy is like break up and then we make up. It's a temporary kind of thing. But this can be a strong grieving energy. Okay. Some of you are feeling sad, disappointed, grieving. So just to be aware of what kind of energy you could be in the month, and then you can do something to help you prevent that or help you to aid it when it does happen. All right. So knowledge is power, but only when you apply it. All right, so Five of Cups is energy. I'm feeling disappointment in some ways, shape, or form, or regretful. But if you're walking away from what's not serving you, don't feel regret about that. Regret that you didn't walk away sooner. Okay? All right, now let's go back to, let's do our finances. So in February, money looks pretty solid. You're in the Queen of Pentacles energy, whether you're male or female. This looks like you're nurturing your money, you're nurturing your career, things are looking solid, okay? You're acting independently, you're functioning, thriving. This looks pretty solid for February. Now we go into March. Now March, there looks like you may get an idea or a new opportunity, a new financial opportunity arises. This could be a side hustle, or maybe you finally get a new job or a promotion or something that comes in. So this is like a new opportunity that helps you financially, okay? Then we go to April. And then April looks like your emotions could be affecting your finances or vice versa. So be mindful of April, all right? So knowing where this leads you can prepare for it, and being prepared is half the battle. All right, so when we go to April, the Four of Coins energy is saying, yeah, you're in this miserly energy. It's like be careful of your spending. This is definitely be very careful of your spending energy. And maybe you could be saving up for something big. So it doesn't mean that money is going to be lack. It could be you need to save, not spend right now because you're saving for something bigger. But others of you, yes, money could be very tight when it comes to April. Okay, for many reasons. April is very known for tax seasons and other things. But maybe it's just you're being paranoid. All right, maybe you're just trying to keep safe. But yeah, so I feel like April, you need to watch your spending very much. So, okay, money may be a little bit tighter on April for some of you. All right, that's where it's going. And if it's not tight, I just feel like you're going to be very, you're just going to be playing it safe. All right, whatever reason, maybe you don't even know yet, but maybe you're going to be wanting to buy something bigger, or maybe something breaks down and you need to fix it. And here we are. Money gets tight in April for whatever reason. You feel me? Okay. All right. So that's your trajectory of your finances and your love life. And now let's go to all 12 signs. How do they feel about Capricorn at this time? All right. Short and sweet. All right, I'm going to start with Aries to Pisces. How do they feel about Capricorn? All right, ready? Now I need to shuffle a little bit more. I'm not feeling this energy yet. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, should we just sage it really quick? Or something like, we'll ground the energy. Capricorn likes when things are grounded. Here we go. There we go. All right. Oh, that smells good. That's like sandalwood. It's like, what is that? Lavender? Ooh. All right. All right, ready? Here we go. All right. Capricorn, if you're dealing with an Aries, Aries thinks what? Okay, so if you're dealing with a Aries, it's saying for you just to be patient, okay? Not to force things with an Aries, not to push with an Aries, not to control things with an Aries. Just go with the ebb and flow, and patience is your friend at this time, all right? Don't try to get questions from them. Don't try to force clarity. Whatever's going on between you and Aries right now, give them space, give them patience, okay? All right. And then we have, if you're dealing with a Taurus, the Tower. Wow. All right. So there could be definitely some Tower energy with a Taurus right now. Things can be very tumultuous. There could be turmoil, discord. Okay. This can be a sudden change happening with a Taurus at this time. All right, with a Gemini, we have Eight of Wands. So I feel like there's going to be communication with a Gemini. There'll be communication, a lot of text messages, a lot of calls, okay, a lot of communication with the Gemini. And if you're dealing with a Cancer, all right. So with the Cancer, I feel like things are looking structured. Things are looking pretty good. I feel like with the Cancer, if this is a new connection, that this is somebody that Cancer is looking at you like you're somebody they can take home to mom and pop. All right. So I feel like if this is new, this is somebody you could be in a relationship with. And if you are in a relationship with them, this looks like this can go to a deeper commitment or even possible marriage. Okay. If you're dealing with a Leo, Judgment. All right. So I feel like if you're dealing with a Leo, that it's the card is emphasizing here to be careful of not coming off too critical of them or of yourself, especially if they're new. Give them a chance. All right. And remember about first impressions when you're meeting new people. So don't cut somebody off too quickly. Give them a reasonable chance. All right. And if this is somebody you already know, the energy is saying that somebody could have been maybe dismissive with you, but they may be getting a wake up call where they realize that you mean more to them what they thought. Okay. So maybe somebody around you could be having a wake up call, or this could be talking about another opportunity with somebody you already know. Okay, a second chance. All right. So we have here, okay, then we go to Virgo. All right. So if you're dealing with the Virgo, the Sun. So it looks like some open, honest discussion with the Virgo would really help this connection. What right now is needed between you and Virgo is clarity. Okay. That's it. Some clarity, some being open, honest communication right now. All right. If you're dealing with a Libra, King of Wands. Okay. So what this card is telling you, if you're dealing with the Libra, Capricorn, your advice right now to take leadership and take action towards a Libra. All right. Not for you to be passive and wait for the Libra. You are to step up, take leadership, and take action at this time. Okay. And if you're dealing with a Scorpio, 6 of Wands. Yes. So with a Scorpio, the energy is like they love the attention you give them. They feel good when they're around you. And this is not for you to lower your standards to meet somebody where they're at. They need to rise up and meet you where you're at. Okay. And if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, 4 of Swords, and this is telling me that with the Sagittarius, right now, things may be at a break or things may be quiet with you and the Sagittarius, and that's okay right now. Just sit with this energy, and you're not to do anything at this time, okay? Just sit and do nothing is your advice right now. Okay, and if you're dealing with a Capricorn, okay? So can you see it over here? Okay. 7 of Pentacles. So if you're dealing with another Capricorn, it's telling you that there might be a little pause, a little, break, little pause. As Capricorn is taking a pause to reflect whether that they should be giving to this situation or not, whether they're new or somebody you already know. So this person is not disengaging. They're just thinking right now, should I give or not? They're just assessing the situation, okay? And if you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Death card, okay? So there could be definitely fear of a breakup with an Aquarius, or fear that things are changing between you and Aquarius, or things are done with you and Aquarius, all right? But if things are changing, this is a necessary transformation that is needed, because what is dying away is what is not working. And that needs to go so something new and better can come instead of that, okay? And then if you're dealing with a Pisces, we have the Knight of Swords. And some of you might be meeting a new Pisces very soon. Or this is talking about a Pisces feels very confident with you, very ambitious, and there will be communication very soon with a Pisces. Okay, whether they're new or somebody you know already. All right, and that's all 12 signs. Okay. All right, you guys. And that's your reading. I was going to do a general read to see what's in the energy. But I think I'm going to cut it here. Hi, Jenny. How you doing? And then Yeah, I'm going to cut it here. If you wanted a general reading on top of this, let me know, and next time I'll give it to you. Okay? All right, you guys, thank you for being here. Forgiveness. Forgive yourselves. Forgive each other. Remember, we rise together. And please do take care of yourselves. Until next time, peace and love to all of you. Goodbye.